Good evening. This is Pantherism News Service, and today we're going to do an update on the kidnappings in Nigeria, what's going on in Nigeria, and some of the aspects of the local government's military and community responses. So many of our listeners may be aware that over the past 10 years, we've had an increase in kidnappings of school children by jihadist groups and by criminal organizations. Over the past several weeks, there have been a surge in school related kidnappings in the northern regions of the country. Armed groups continue to target schools for mass abductions, disrupting education and promoting and promising a civil society response. There have been the abduction of dozens of children in Kebbi State and hundreds of children and teachers from a Catholic school in Niger State, among others. Something that hasn't gotten much attention, however, is that the Nigerian government has reopened 47 what are called federal unity schools that have increased their security measures. These schools were closed due to insecurity a few years ago. What seems to be the pattern for these kidnappings? Well, most have been carried out in rural areas, in northwest and north central areas of Nigeria, areas that are vulnerable to banditry and militant incursions. A lot of students, significant numbers, in fact, remain unaccounted for following large-scale abductions, damaging confidence in the educational system, and promoting closures of schools in some states. And where there are no schools open, students must then learn at home or among collective efforts of members of their communities. Some of the consequences for students: a disruption of attendance, shutdown of schools in affected areas, absenteeism, and the tendency to withdraw from school entirely, especially among girls. Educators, the teachers, the parents, the community leaders are very anxious and are showing signs of trauma. Now, this isn't known much outside Nigeria, but the Nigerian government didn't just sit back and, well, okay, no, we can do about it. No. They passed a law in 2014, I was say 2021, 2022, called the Safe Schools Initiative. And what this is a program that has money, but also provides a framework for how schools should be secured. So schools register to join the SSI, and there are currently 14,000 schools on the central monitoring platform. They monitor school security issues. There have been some issues with financing. There's planned 144.8 billion Nigerian dollar financing for the next 3 years, but there's been some slowness in getting the money released. Community members, civil society, and security experts are asking that the SSI initiatives be rapidized, speeded up, because kidnappers are still hitting the schools and the children are not safe. So, what are we looking at then as far as the issues of the schools themselves? In the short term, predictions are unfortunately there will be an elevated risk to have more kidnappings since the coverage is limited for protection. The SSI, Safe Schools Initiatives, is being rolled out very slowly, and the funds are being released very slowly, which is hurting the ability of the schools to be protected. News is always coming out. There's Punch magazine, there's African news, there's even a Wikipedia article on the recent kidnappings. But overall, the situation remains very tense and unstable as far as school safety. Pantherism News will keep a watch on this story and will continue to bring updates as we learn of news and events from Nigeria. Thank you.